This is from yesterday from former IBF 168-pound champion James DeGALE's Twitter. Today, I have relinquished my IBF title as I look to secure big fights in the final chapter of my career. I've achieved so much in my career: Olympic gold, British and European titles, and becoming a two-time world champion. This is the final phase of my career where I want to be in the biggest fights possible. My team have been working on something very hard behind the scenes, and we got some exciting news to announce soon. From TstreeT Controversy, this is TstreeT Controversy Live, and listen, the duck is a duck. You know, no matter how you try to slice it, he's dropped his title. He's avoiding his mandatory for a bigger money fight. This is no different. This is not me, you know, like, what is it called? Okay, what I'm trying to say is Golovkin had to be stripped of his title, too, because he wouldn't fight Derevianchenko before the big money Canelo fight. No matter how big the fight is, you drop your title, you know, you dropped your title. I don't believe in champions dropping their title. You know, look at Peter Quillen. His career was never the same. For those who don't know, the rumors are that James DeGALE was going to fight Billy Joe Saunders at possibly a catchweight. Billy Joe Saunders, WBO 160-pound champion. He's with Frank Warren. James DeGALE has been aligned with Frank Warren. They're both good friends. You have Billy Joe Saunders doing his press conference against David Lemieux, acknowledging that when he was talking about how James DeGALE was injured and he came back, he came back too early from the injury to fight Caleb Truax, and which is the reason why he lost. And let's be realistic here. For those who have been following the situation, there's also another rumor out there that he'll fight the winner. In fact, he even did the face palm here to it. This was just a few minutes ago before I started recording this video. Rumors that he was going to fight the winner of, here, let me zoom in a little bit more. Or not the winner, but one of the members of the World Boxing Super Series final between Callum Smith and George Groves being George Groves. So some guy posted, spoke to and ruled out the possibility the World Boxing Series is in jeopardy after James DeGALE looks for a big fight. So it was some rumors circulating around that James DeGALE was going to fight George Groves in a rematch. But my best bet is he's going to fight Billy Joe Saunders. And be honest with yourself, can you see James DeGALE fighting at 175 pounds? Can you see him being able to go up to 175 and beat an Adonis Stevenson, a Dmitry Bivol, an Artur Beterbiev, or Sergey Kovalev? All these guys have extreme power. You know, Battle Jack is up there, yeah. Adonis Stevenson has been ordered to fight Alexander Grovesdick. There will be no step aside or no type of postponement of this fight, as the WBC is like, no, we're not having it. You fight him next. You got Dmitry Bivol, who's fighting on the undercard of the Kovalev fight coming up in August. You know, Kovalev's fighting later Alvarez. You got Artur Beterbiev. I forgot who he's fighting. Who is he fighting? And it's going to be, by the way, Artur Beterbiev is signed with DAZN. He's going to be fighting on that platform. I forgot who he's fighting now. But the point I'm trying to make is, what other big fights in the 168-pound division can he get? Because if he avoided this fight, right, dropped his belt to fight David Benavidez, then you clearly ducked him in fighting for, is David Benavidez a big super money fight? You know, that would only leave George Groves or Callum Smith. Gilberto Ramirez is not a big money fight, and because of political reasons, I don't see that happening. So, which leaves Billy Joe Saunders, who desperately needs a big fight. Desperately needs a big fight. Because after he dropped out, okay, somebody explain this to me. Somebody explain this to me. Can somebody explain this to me? It's too bright. You had Martin Murray call say that Billy Joe Saunders shit out the fight, right? But then you have Billy Joe Saunders respond and say, "You calling me a shit house?" So is shit out and shit house two different things? For example, I think that shit out means like, like he bullshitted, he was scared. But the shit house, like if somebody says, "Hey, you're a shit house," does that mean like you scared, you're so scared that you shit inside of the house but not in the toilet? I've been trying to figure that out. But anyway, going back to what I was saying, Billy Joe Saunders is in a situation where he needs a big fight because it's becoming clear to a lot of fans that he definitely wasn't injured and he definitely didn't want, to fight Martin Murray once he heard that Canelo and Golovkin was possibly not going to fight. Tom Loeffler, the promoter of Golovkin, threw Billy Joe Saunders under the bus, basically saying, yeah, we had a contract in place or a deal in place to fight Billy Joe Saunders on August the 25th. Remember, he was supposed to fight Martin Murray on June the 23rd. He pulled out about 2-3 weeks before the fight, saying he was injured. So there was already talks for Billy Joe Saunders to fight Golovkin on August the 25th if the Canelo deal didn't go through. So obviously that's going to tell you in the court of public opinion that, he wasn't even injured for real. You see what I'm saying? So I'm guessing, like I said, looking at it, the best way I can, it's just looking like that's the only fight that they can really, both make where they can make some nice, solid money. And truth be told, Frank Warren and BT Sport need this. They need a big fight under, under that broadcasting banner. I mean, what other big fights there can be? Because James DeGALE is already, people looking at him like, okay, well, you're ducking Uzcategui. But whatever. If they are supposed to fight, Billy Joe Saunders and James DeGALE, it would be at a catch weight we're hearing. It would be obviously in the UK, September the 15th, the same day as Canelo versus Golovkin. And it's going to be really, really interesting to see where the winner would go from there, I wouldn't be surprised to see, man, for some reason, if Canelo was to beat a Golovkin, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw maybe a Canelo, I don't know, James DeGALE, I don't know, I'm thinking too far ahead. I'm TstreeT Controversy, this is TstreeT Controversy Live, please subscribe.